Yo guys, we are back. We are very far over. We'll shift in a sec. Let's go.
Yep, there we go. I think that's a little bit better.
Right, so we got a couple shout outs. We are back. Obviously, we're just prepping for the next round. So first shout out goes to Nanny DeVito, Jill Shaw, which I believe is Dan Harbon's grandmother. Big shout out to you.
Is she watching him win or lose?
Well, we shall see. Let's see if he can carry the hopes of the Cactuars here today in Cardiff. Other than that, guys, we just need to let you know that we do have a Square Enix mini pop-up store here at Firestone Games. So there is 160 different lines of amazing merch available in store until the 21st of Feb.
The badges we mentioned.
Oh yes.
These are part of them. And then there's play art, statues.
That guy. Not this guy. That guy.
The job symbols.
Yeah.
They've got a huge variety of things here that a lot of people have been picking up.
Yeah, exactly that. So, as we said, we are just prepping for the next round, though, now. So we have got Dan Harbon, who's been doing a Stormer with his Knights against Calgary, which is, I believe, Mono Water?
So I heard it's Mono Water with some primals in, because I believe it's playing Dion.
Sorry, thought we lost the camera there for a moment. Had a panic.
Yes, it's Mono Water apparently with like a primal in or a couple of primals in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that's going to work. I believe it's just Dion into Bahamut.
No. Well, obviously, let us know in the comments who you're cheering for, and if Mrs. Nanny DeVito is here,
let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you can comment. That'd be great.
And then the other top cut match at the moment is Brocky, who we saw earlier on Fokalawal. He's continuing through, and he is playing Rob, who we saw in the last game on his Mono Water.
Yeah, I know that. I hope I spelled. I don't actually know how we're spelling Calgary. Do you know how we're spelling Calgary?
The way I wrote it down earlier was Kageri.
Oh, that's fine. I had it right the first time. Damn it! Oh, there's Dale. He's shown up in the store, giving us a big wave.
Come show your face, Dale.
Yeah, come on, get over here.
You'll pop behind the camera.
Yeah, you know you want to. Here he is. He was in chat earlier.
He decided not to play this weekend.
I'll get back into it soon.
Oh, man, it's nice to see you, though.
It's good to see you pop down.
But, guys, catch you in a bit. So, let's just go over to that gameplay table. And just checking out the list, shuffling up.
Review here.
Believe... Oh, no, Calgary hasn't won one already.
I had to check that. Has that happened?
I believe I've got them the right way around. The mats are a lot closer than I remember them being, but that was probably us where we were playing our little free-play games earlier. One of us gets an instant ban, I'm sure.
Knights into Mono Water.
Well, Knights is definitely favoured here. Dan has had pretty good luck in his water matchup so far.
It'd be good to see Calgary's Mono Water list to see what kind of outs he's got. If what I've been told with the Dion into Bahamut is true, that's a really good way to get around Knights.
Interesting.
Because when you prime from Dion into that Bahamut, I believe you do 2 9k power reductions, which that takes out any Knight.
I just think you're a little bit on the quiet side there, mate, so just turn you up a bit, I hope.
Okay. How dare you? You choose how my mic gets to be used and not me.
Yep. I are in charge.
Oh.
For now.
Since when?
Because I said so.
I never agreed to this.
No, what you didn't agree to was dress up as a wrestler if we get to 1,000 subs.
It's not happening.
I'm going to make that happen.
It's not happening.
Guys, 1,000 subs by December. Cactamania 2.
No.
Jack will be in the room dressed as a wrestler.
It's not going to happen.
It will. We'll throw on a wig and a t-shirt. You'll be fine. It'll look great. I'm not going to dress you up as a female wrestler. I'm not that bad.
It just won't.
I'll dress you up like Hulk Hogan. All you need is a bandana, says Hulkamania, and a yellow t-shirt.
What about moustache?
I mean, we could get you a fake mustache. It's not a problem. And then we'll just have I am a real American just playing in the background wherever you go.
Don't want these things.
I know you don't, but the guys at home might.
That is of no interest to me.
Oh, fun and games.
So going straight in for the Mono Water, 9-drop Levy and Break for... Oh, God, what is that card?
Artemisian? No.
Oh, you can put as many cards as you want to the bottom of the deck, or I believe, and then you draw that many?
Yeah, so we got Calgary's list here.
It is Artemisian.
Yeah. Check me going and knowing an old card.
Cat 9 as well, I love it. And going straight in with the Gwain. So what do you reckon we're searching for here? Ramza Gorilla?
Probably.
Or whatever is discardable CP because you've already got some in hand.
No,
Nope, Ramza Gorilla.
It is definitely Ramza Gorilla.
It's the amount of copies this deck ends up having of those cards because you've got so many things that search for them.
I mean, they limited Sophie for less. I'm just saying, like...
Because what, you've got Gwaine that goes to get them. Larsa gets any of them.
Wow, we're going to try and do it on curve. We're doing Lena instead of going... and
Well, there's not really
hand.
any break zone removal, is there, in Water?
No, this is true.
I think both sides are kind of safe with their break zones.
This is a fair point. I'm not sure if... do we have Amats on Dan's side?
We do, because it came up in a game earlier he was telling me
Sure,
about. They do
yeah.
as an amateur, so yeah.
So we do just need to be wary of that if we're Kagari.
When one of his opponents was like, I tried to play Realm to stabilize, and I got Amated, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Now I know Kagari is usually in chat with us, I believe, on the regular on the Thursday night.
But Dan has definitely got the practice into Mono Water with this list today, because this is at least his third Mono Water game today.
Yeah, the man is putting Mono Water away. That is for sure.
4 rounds, he's played Mono Water 3 times.
Yeah. So, Rivery Hayes, having played consistently against my former flatmate, who was a Knights player, I definitely have a distaste for Knights.
6-drop levy. Do you really want to bounce the Gwaine?
I mean...
Because you just leave it in hand now for when the Ramza Gorilla inevitably die. I'll get 2 more.
Well, there's 2. There's 4. Tapped 1 for
3,
5.
5.
There's 7.
And Ramza's coming in.
Here we go. Spin that wheel.
Dragon Beatrix. No levy auto cancel.
There is not.
Steiner
1.
we've hit. It's a
Nothing.
miss.
Yeah,
Hit.
2. 3.
It's Laswell Steiner.
Oh, it's got to be right. It has to be.
Laswell
Oh,
Steiner.
what a hit.
2 backups frozen and 4 Knights on board. Perfect
Good
situation.
luck.
And what board wipes does Mono Water have? And you still get the discard trigger, because even though the Gwaine's gone, it's still attacked that turn, yeah. The Laswell doesn't have to see it, it just needs to have
God, Laswell's
the Knight attack this turn.
just gross. Laswell's so good.
Thing is, like, I like him as a Mono Ice card, it's just Knights facilitates him
Yeah.
so much.
Well, going Mill Whip, draw 2, discard
Is
1.
that Gal that was discarded?
It
Yes.
was, yeah.
So what's the rest of the Mono? Like, you can take another turn, at least. You're not put to lethal.
Yeah, this is
But
true.
after that, you need to start putting some board presence down.
Well, we've got a Lev and
You're not hitting
Lena.
12 when you break zone.
No, so we have to hard cast.
Oh, the Charlotte's going to cause a problem. This is the other thing I think I underestimated as well. Beatrix existing in the LB deck is always an access to a Knight for Laswell.
Yeah.
6-drop levy.
We do finally hit that.
Bounce the Charlotte.
Yeah.
You have to, and recur, and then gets a draw from the Lena.
Boom. Still, though, we're going up to 5 damage on Kaguri's side.
2, which the Fen's gone to damage.
Is he playing 2 or 3?
Which of the Fens? Oh, it's not in order. There's 2 there. It might just be... there's 3.
Okay, so we are playing 3 Witch of the Fens. So it's not too bad.
But you haven't got the monsters to use it with anyway at the moment, to
This
be
is
fair.
true.
Dion, I think, might be one of the better choices here. I would actually check if that is in the deck. There is 2 Dions.
Well, we're
I
seeing
don't
it now.
see the Bahamut. There is Bahamut, yeah. So get the Bahamut... you get the Dion up and then go into the Bahamut, because obviously they do things respective of each
Yep.
other. So the Dion is when you prime, draw a card.
Yep.
And then the Bahamut is when you prime, I believe it's you choose 2 characters and they do 9k?
This
9k
one.
power reduction? Yes, choose up to 2 and deal 9k. And then on the stack, we're just going to do...
Oh, we have just hit on the other side of reactivation and break.
Oh, the back attack Mimwu. Oh, what a card.
Yeah. So we could have done that on the draw effect, though, right?
No, because you have to have primed to
Oh,
get the
I
draw.
see, right,
There's
okay,
no
sure,
window
sure.
of interaction before the prime.
So then
But
we
that
lose.
Gwaine that was bounced back to hand can now just go... I'll get them again.
Yep. Oh,
But you need blockers here.
yeah, that's damage 6 now for Kaguri. His
Yep.
first game is slipping away, but
This is a very quick game.
that
Dragon
Miwa,
Chief for Leo.
didn't even see it coming.
It's such a good card to tech into decks like these that care about having things activated in dough. Ash gets rid of the Laswell, so there's not staring down lethal now. Unless there is the ability to unless there is a Ram's own hand.
Yeah. All we need to do is Ramza one of these away, and that is over.
Yeah. Playing only 3. Surges to Dole. Oh, yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Dole,
yeah,
you've got 2 attackers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Round 1 going to Dan Harbon, putting on an absolute show.
Unlike
there.
all the other games we've had, that was very, very quick.
Yeah, we might
Very
end up with
efficient.
a very long break if it goes like that again.
But I do like this Dion into Bahamut because it is an answer to the Knights deck. Obviously, it's just a little bit too late.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Kagari would know because he's made it this far, but I would always be afraid, kind of like with the Shinryu side of things.
You draw them all.
Yeah, and it just becomes that little bit clunky when you need that water CP.
Yeah,
But clearly it's doing him well to get this far. He just needs to find a way to answer Dan. I'm not quite sure what that's saying. Oh, so is this one of the people that's had a warning?
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, Kagri, just because of the way he's listed his list out, with things dotted all over the place, it has been given a warning, but it's not a problem for the most part. It's just administration.
Yeah. I'm trying to read how many of each card there is. I've got to jump around a lot of places. So yeah, it looks like there is 2 Bahamut, 2 Dion in the deck. I wonder who's taking the play this turn.
Well,
so there's mono water here. Do you kind of want to see the Knights pop off before you go? But apparently not. Oh, binning that was 3 cards there.
Oof.
Back to the bottom?
Are we trying to get to Dion much quicker here?
I don't know. Maybe Realm. Just want a board presence.
Well, Dan has pulled a Gwain already.
Yeah, you're just going in. Unless you've got Ramza Corilla already in hand, you're just going into the Gwain.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Gwain. It's almost a mirror of the entire first game so far.
And then Ramza Corilla. And then it's whether or not he has a backup again if he wants to play the Rams on curve next turn.
If it's Lena again, I'm calling deja vu.
Judge, they stack the decks the same way.
Yeah, deja vu, deja vu, deja vu.
We'll just have to wait and see there. It's weird seeing people not wrap the Final Fantasy sleeves for once on their main deck. It's just white and silver.
Yeah.
Or do we just let loose with the...
Oh, it's a Charlotte.
Charlotte, okay.
So we're going to get some
protection for the Gwain.
Yeah, preemptive protection.
Yeah, upping the amount of ice in this deck was always a good thing. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day they were still trying to fill in some, and I was like, have you ever considered like Renoa in this deck as well? Because some people did, just to flicker like the Beatrix or the Ramses, just to absolutely hit the board even bigger.
Yeah, as a one-off tech, I wouldn't hate it. But we're going Astrologian now for Kagari.
Stacking any experts on top of the deck.
Yeah.
But you don't need to play Ramza Corilla in your main one.
I might not search for that. That's not what an Astrologian is spelled like.
But got rid of Sahagan Chief to do that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Jacko is in the chat. He's just woke up in Canada and tuning in. Mate, you've missed the entire weekend.
You have. Okay.
What you are seeing, though, is Dan Harbon in top 4 here, fighting for his place in the finals. Already 1 game up against Kagari.
And he doesn't need to go ham right now. Like, you can take it as easy or as slow as you need.
Yeah.
Because the water deck's only 2 turns in. They're just set of 2 backups. We're going just into the Corilla.
Okay. Interesting.
So I assume this is in the off chance it gets dealt with. You just can just Ramza it back straight away.
Yeah. Which seems like
Hit Laswell and Physalis.
Oh, no.
Dullen freeze 2 backups.
Dan is just...
And a discard this turn.
Been in apps. Did he discard?
I think, they need to do that before the draw.
Yeah, the Charlotte, yep.
Yep, discard
and the
draw.
Green.
Yep.
Oh, Dan putting on yet another show.
And that is 5 points of damage next turn if you don't block, if you don't have any blockers. It's going straight into the realm.
Oh, it's going to get some monsters. You're probably thinking maybe blue worms or something here.
Blue worm and a Kalu.
Get a couple draws and an additional blocker that's a little bit trickier to deal with.
Yeah, because there's no 1-drop monster you can just have that is a forward whenever you need. It's just Piranha's only during your turn.
Exactly.
Slot in that 1 card in the middle.
Yeah, Jacko, you have missed an absolute corker of a weekend.
Double draw.
Had a really cool ice-water matchup in the last round.
So which of the fens could do quite a bit of work here?
It's something. But we have to get rid of the Charlotte first.
Yes. Oh, no, there is no Charlotte. It's for Salas.
There is a Charlotte right next to Queen.
Oh, yeah, so there is. That was the second thing that was played. Yep, my bad.
Who else is in top 4? The other top 4 we have
So
got...
it's Dan Harbon and Jonathon.
Yeah, Brocky from YYT.
Yep.
He's in there with Walls. And we've got Rob, I think, from one of the London lot.
Yes.
Cool energy on the guy. He's my MVP from the weekend with a mono water list as well. So
2 mono waters are made to top cut, Warriors of Light and Night. Or top 4, actually, say,
Yeah.
not top cut.
So
on the stack, we're going to block with the blue worm, and then we're going to sack the blue worm to get rid of the Charlotte.
Sure. That's a start.
And you're going to have to get rid of this as well. Otherwise, you are discarding this turn. But to be fair, I'm not against playing the Ramza to not necessarily hit the Corilla, as long as it just hits something good. And yeah, we're getting rid of the Laswell there.
Oh, Riverly going against our local player Dan Harbon, calling for the mono water win. I know you've got some PTSD over these nights, but
Well, this is a good way. This is a good stabilize here that we're seeing. Into Waka, which Thornton, Hagen Chief, we grab it to Hagen Chief.
Gonna get it this time.
It's just more monsters on board for Witch to go with. But
Yeah.
passing straight there.
So Harbon needing kind of something now.
Well, the Rams is always in hand, ready to go. So I think you can just swing in.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I too had night issues. I had them batter me enough in.
See, I never minded playing them.
Yeah,
My
but you
deck held with the.
Yeah, because you play 50 forwards at Dull Freeze everything.
44.
50 at the time.
It wasn't.
Well, we're going Ramza now.
Ramza. So what's the Ramza targeting?
Laswell.
Ramza for Laswell. Which do you want to go with here? Charlotte's protection.
Yeah.
Ramza's at least a dull and freeze.
Oof. I think I would have possibly gone with the Charlotte, actually.
It forces that one sack to go straight into...
And if I'm honest, I probably would have dull frozen the Realm
Yep.
and then broken the Witch of the Fens. But... Oh,
Kooky
no!
Lane. You do the Ramza, right? So they can't Ramza this turn. You could stop them being able to do it.
Yeah, but then
If you
can
then
just
Witch one of them.
He can just do it in his opponent's turn, though, right?
Yeah. But... It just meant it was... No, because the Witch then sacks the Apkalu to kill one, and then there wouldn't be 4.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be... Dan then wouldn't be able to do it in Kagari's turn. But no, we've passed anyway.
Yep.
Did we
Still, though.
trigger the discard?
Yeah, we're going to try it now. So you're going to have to do it, but we do know there's another Witch in hand. But I think you have to do it.
We can't. The Ramza was Kukulaned, was it not?
Yeah, but we're in Kagari's turn now.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, and we hit a Leviathan 6-drop on the EX as well. What are we getting
No
back?
Lena to get draws back with this time.
It's another Witch, but don't we have one in hand already, though?
Potentially.
Yep. So now the Ramza... the Laswell does die.
Yep.
Definitely needed.
But I still think the board state's looking decent for Dan. It's just whatever Kagari has here to fill up the board with. Lena Leviathan will do it.
Also,
No,
I
Dion?
just completely missed it. Nanny DeVito is in the chat. Thank you for leaving a comment.
Hey, hello.
Welcome. Yeah, your grandson's doing well so far. He just needs to hold on.
But Bahamut coming in to get rid of the 2 problematic cards.
Yeah, we did say we were figuring we'd see this again.
It's the Primal that I think seemed probably to play the least.
Ooh, good hitting a Laswell on
That's
the damage
all
there.
the Laswells? No, I think there's still 1 left.
So now Bahamut really only has the S effect left. I doubt we're going to be ever going to pull that off.
No, but it's just a 10k Brave beat stick. Like
Yeah.
it can block the Corilla and the Ramza. But Dan needs to kind of build up hand strength again.
Well, he needs to hit another Ramza into the Corilla.
Corilla, yeah.
The problem is we can't apply any additional pressure now while we're waiting.
For that position, yeah. Because you can't even swing into this.
No, and it
Bahamut.
feels bad to play the LB.
With the cost it is, yeah.
I mean, we could, if we've got the ICP surges, dole out the Brave.
It's not lethal though.
No, but it would at least put them to damage 6, making
Yep.
less likely to attack.
You could just keep surging. It's not the bad. That's not the worst shout. But there is a witch ready to come in next turn. I expect. I think you might be right here. I don't think that is a surges. Yep. Put damage because that does mean then if you ever get to 4 knights on board with a Ramza, you just have lethal.
Yeah. So here we go.
As effect Dion.
Oh, we got the As Effect twice. Here's us thinking we weren't going to see it at all. Calgary.
You were like, they're going to dead drill them, and they did, but they had one already on field.
Yeah. Calgary. So the judge just checking. I think
it's because it says loses all ability to end the turn and then full stop, break it.
Break it, yeah.
It's the break it's at the very end of the text.
Yeah. Really well played by Calgary. Holding on to those light cards.
I think that might be Dan in a lot of trouble now.
Yeah. We absolutely need to hit a Ramza into Corilla now to get back into this.
So swinging in with the Bahamut.
Still, we probably don't want to see a mill whip at this point.
No, you're fishing for the next Ramza Corilla. But we'll have to wait and see. But the Kagiri doesn't need to go overly ambitious here. You can just poke bit by bit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Dan passing again. Oh, I think we're going to see an equalizer here.
Because especially if the Sahagan Chief ever gets to 3 counters, like you can just bounce the Ramza on the Corilla entry. So they might hit 2 more knights, but the Ramza and the Corilla are gone at that point. We are doing Lena Leviathan here, I think.
Yeah, we just want to secure it.
Is there any reason to? Because you just bounce the surges and leave Dan empty fielded.
Well, I think it means that we've got a guaranteed removal
I
now.
suppose Tross is online to bounce every turn as well.
Yeah, and also we do have the Sahagan Chief there, so...
Go straight back to LB. Tross will give you a bounce. We are missing a counter on the Sahagan Chief. No, we're missing 2 counters because it'll be Lena and Leviathan. Garland EX.
Oh.
So which one are you missing? Ramza. Yep. Grab that.
Well...
Swing Witch.
As much as...
There's not lethal this turn, right? No.
No. It's another EX, though. That might help us.
I don't think you can stabilize. I think that the Sahagan Chief is too much of a problem.
Well, I think if we take the Charlotte, though, we have to target that first.
But it's 2 bounces, so only one of them has to be on the Charlotte.
True.
Which you just bounce the Ramza on the stack.
Because you'd have to target the Charlotte and something.
Yes.
We would potentially do 4, break the Leviathan, they just go back to hand.
You won't get to the point where you have 4 out.
Yeah, we might. Because Charlotte has no trigger.
Yep.
So, well...
It gives them all 2k.
We're going to go 0.
0.
There's Ramza.
No, it doesn't quite work like that, but yeah. No, before you flip. Because the Sahagan Chief goes off now.
Yeah, it has to.
Because you bounce the Rams and the Corilla, so it doesn't matter.
No, we're bouncing the Realm and the Beatrix.
Yep.
Which means we get 2 -9s, which hit both the Ramza and the Corilla.
Yes.
No. Wait, yes. Oh, God. What's going on?
Okay, so the Ramza is 4k bigger. The Corilla would be 2k bigger. So both of the 9k power reductions have gone onto the Ramza.
Sure. So, top deck, we cannot whiff here. There's 1. Come on, there's 2.
But I don't think it matters because the Ramza's gone.
Yeah, I think you're right on this.
Because the Sahagan Chief was always going to cause a problem. Yeah, there's no Beatrix anymore either. And it's... Corilla would be 4k bigger. And the others would be nothing. At least he's giving 2k to himself.
Well, we got a 2-drop recursion coming from the deleter as well.
Is it any 2-drop?
Yeah, just any
Cool.
2-drop.
So it's going to be Lazo, but it's also late. And can you play it?
I think that the 2 drops on the stack were already there to make the Rams a
Because
11.
we got to the point that the Beatrix had, the Corilla had hit field and was
Yeah.
attempting to reveal. So I think the Beatrix triggers had already gone off.
Well, we're gonna dull freeze.
The Bahamut, which I think is the choice it
Yeah.
has to be.
The problem is if we get
Tross being online, I think just
just ends this
ends
game.
this. Because Tross bounce, 9k power reduction, you got rid of 2. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers, and we're going to a realm.
If we got another
Is there
Sahagin Chief.
Marlboro in this deck? So it would just
Ooh.
make like the board wipe even better.
No, we didn't get a Marlboro. We went Blue Worm and Apkali. We're going
Just
to
draw 2.
draw 2, but there's not much of a deck there left for
Don't
Kagura.
need it. The
No,
game's going to end
yeah,
this turn.
You're probably right.
You're just looking for any removal. Like an Ash coming in here as well is a problem. Although you did just discard one, so... Another Ash is going for Piranha, 2k power reduction.
It's
Piranha, another 2k power. I don't know what those are going on, but...
No, but the Ash is... well, an Ash could have killed at least one.
yes.
But it would have
Into
cost
Gal,
3.
Gal bottom decks Corilla. And then swing with the Tross, bounce, power reduction. Yeah, this is over for Dan.
Yeah. He's fought valiantly, but it will only stabilise the game at the round at 1 apiece. I think Dan had a pretty slow start on this one.
Yeah.
So it didn't quite go his way. But
I don't know if it was slow. I think he was more playing a bit safer because he had the Ramza Corilla ready.
Did
we
he
just
now?
took a turn or 2.
Ooh, well
I'm pretty sure he did.
that is an interesting, because if that's the case, knowing that we had Bahamets to potentially face in the game, plus Yelena Levs, I probably would have just pulled the trigger a lot quicker there.
I think it was just the worry of those experts.
Yeah, perhaps, but, well, as I said, that ties it all at 1 apiece.
So
This will be the
last
decider.
game, all to play for here.
Yeah, tournament life on the line. Who will be going through to the finals?
I still think Dan is slightly favoured in this matchup.
Yeah,
We saw how well it can just go game 1.
Yeah, I think he needs to apply that pressure a lot earlier, and then try and stabilise with hand and things like that. But lot of
Kagiri clearly showing that you can come back because, again, it was a rough start, but absolutely played that amazingly, brought back the entire board, and then cleared out everything of Dan's.
well, those Bahamut S effects, I was really not expecting to see them, but we got 2 on the
Yeah, I
bounce.
mean, you probably double drew those and went, oh, for God's sake.
And then went,
oh, wait, it's everything I need.
Yeah,
Just like when people have, like, Ifrit on field and they just draw all the Clives and Ifrits. It's like, you take 10k, you take 10k.
yeah. Where did Alex enter?
I don't know which Alex you're referring
Yeah,
to.
could you
so-
narrow that down for us, Richie?
And I'll try and tell you.
Is it Mr. Cool Hancock?
If so, he was out on the first round of Top Cut in the best of 1.
Yeah.
So he would have made top
22.
top 22.
Yeah.
Yes. And then obviously your tiebreaker matters there for where you finish between.
Yeah, Hancock's it was. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately he went out in the first round where it was a best of 1 for 12 participants. Top 10 had a bye.
Yeah.
Out of the 12 then went into a top 16.
Because everybody that was X and 2 yesterday got through
Yeah.
to Top Cut. So they had 22 people in total. So to make it even out, 10 had buys, 12 played.
Yeah, exactly. So looks like Harbon is on the play again.
So you either play Gwaine to get it set up, a backup to go. It has to dull and freeze itself.
Oh no! Dan with
Dan.
a really big misplay here. Laswell's
It has to
himself.
choose a character.
Oh no.
And we're going Artemacon again.
Artemisian, no.
The starter backup every game.
Oh no.
But yeah, I don't know if... Because in that situation, you should just play it the other way around. Just put the Charlotte down.
Yeah.
And here's the target. And then paying 2 for an Alchemist, so up to 2 backups.
Just don't let it get you, Dan. Simple mistake. You can
come back from this.
Yeah, you can move
do
on.
not worry.
It's only the first turn.
Any knight you play, still going to dull freeze backups.
Yeah.
What's in hand? Is that a witch? And I didn't see the other card.
No, I didn't either. It looks like we're counting out a lot here. It could be Ramza
Could be
into Quilla.
Ramza. And even Ramza into Gwaine is still good.
Kagari, though.
No, just
Oh.
going for the Corilla.
Okay, we're flipping. There's one dull freeze. We're hitting Gwaine. That's 2.
Delete,
That's a Ramza.
Delete
Oh.
a Charlotte.
Yeah, absolutely. We can add the other Charlotte back.
Any 2-drop?
Any 2-drop.
Yeah, so Charlotte, yep.
Extra protection on
You
board.
just want Rams out now, though, and then you're golden.
Yeah.
I think this Charlotte is so important to this matchup.
Should we have not maybe have
just straight pass?
picked Gawain and gone for 2?
No, I think you want the 4. You want the board of 4.
Yeah, I suppose. But then, are you secure in the fact that you have a Ramsar there? Well, we're going in.
Swing once.
We're going 2.
Twice.
That's a good. No EXs so far.
No
hits a 9
EX, that's a
left.
good one.
No
EXs.
Kagri taking a bit of punishment with a really big shot there.
And how many Leviathan Lord of the Worlds are in this deck? It is 3, but how many Lenas? Because the previous decks we've seen have only had 2.
Yeah.
1, 2. I think it is only 2 Lenas. If you can get rid of one more, you're not having to worry about the break zone coming in to do it. And then discard Piranha for turn.
Yep. Over.
For Laswell trigger.
Yep. Over to Kagri. And there it is again.
Another Bahamut. Dion into a prime.
It's going to be enough to deal with 2. Has to be Charlotte as 1.
No, Charlotte has to be picked as 1.
And as well. Makes sense.
Yep.
But we've still got a Charlotte in hand, though. Can we somehow get another Laswell as well?
Potentially. I mean, even if you can just hit Ramsar here, though. It's just all about what it's all about kind of what Dan top decks, which is part of the problem of I think the deck at this at points like this.
Again, though, I think that's why I probably would have lent towards getting the Gawain, secure your Ramsar, because right now, I mean, the only thing that really helps you is Laswell, other than that Ramsar. So, what have we got? Okay, we're going Lena. We got the Laswell.
Dull freeze.
Oh, have we got an S effect?
I mean, if you do, it doesn't matter. It still dull freezes.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the fact you could take out a couple of the attackers. Right, we're going in. Dan potentially putting them to 6 here. No, we do hit the EX. Oh,
I think the unfortunate thing for Dan here is if the Laswell hadn't dull froze itself, that would have been potentially an extra point of damage that would have already been done.
No, but to be honest, I like the fact that he actually played it because it allowed him to dull freeze out the back. So just gave him a whole turn of no action from Kagri. But now we've got Karilla. We could spin again.
Ramsar Karilla.
Yeah. Oh, have we got...
So another dull freeze.
Have we got a Lev?
Target the Karilla.
I think there's some... Oh, so it... Dull freeze in the backup first.
From the Karilla, from the Ramsar entry, yeah.
And now we're going to cancel the Ramsar.
So it just cancels the auto, right?
Yeah. So...
But that is an expensive payment.
Still, though, we have managed to keep the Bahamut down, and there's the S effect. Kills the Laswell.
Yep. But you need blockers now. Because there's 2 coming at you. And if Dan can just play Knights, that's also just... tap 4 and go.
The problem is
Dan is empty-handed.
Yeah, Dan is on top decks now. Kagri fighting for a way back into this.
Leo draw. Yeah, if that Bahamut can step back up, there's a problem.
Yeah. Kagri's hope is to just survive long enough now.
But can you Surges?
You could Surges. Have you got the ICP?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like
it.
No.
What does the 1-drop Agrius do? Could that bounce the Leo? I believe it bounces. I can't remember how it works.
This one.
Choose on forward of 3 or less your opponent controls if you control 2 or more jump knights. Yes.
Yes, you could. You could bounce the Leo.
So Agrius here and then go for game?
No, we're going...
Or Zach it.
Zach
does
will
the
do
same
the job,
thing.
Yeah. Keeping that extra card in hand. We're going to move to combat.
Swing.
That's
No
5. It's Cougar Lane, but it doesn't matter. And that is it. Did we just draw on the S effect?
Yeah.
Oh, Kagri lives at 6.
Oh, my.
I thought that was it. I thought it was
I
over.
thought it was it. But a Surge is now, and that can be game. Unless we need a lot of blockers.
We need to go ham.
Blue
and
worm.
this is the way.
Gal for Witch of the Fens. So now we're hitting that stabilized point. Yep.
Yep.
That Witch has got a lot of ammunition to go.
Yep. And here's the first attack. Hits a Laswell.
I think that's
great
the 3rd
hit.
Laswell.
Yeah, great hit. Now, we have got a lot in hand.
And importantly, even if you hit damage 3 on that Charlotte, the 2k damage less doesn't affect
Power reduction.
power reduction, so Witch only needs to burn 1 monster to get rid of her.
Damn, that draw off the Kukulane, I think, saved Kagari here so much that he is now in a commanding position to potentially take this back.
You just need to keep a solid board state here, yeah, and prod for game. I don't know how many Rams and Gorillas we've got left, but this is looking rough for Dan.
Yeah. We can't attack even to poke because, again, Witch of the Fens and a big 10k
Yeah,
Brave.
you're trading up into the Bahamut.
Yeah. Again,
So there's Beatrix in hand. I think a Garland. I can't see anything else. Steiner.
again, I think us not getting that Ramza early has really hurt us here.
But waiting for another turn here, I think, could just let Kagari build a bigger and bigger board bit by bit.
It would depend on his top decks. Obviously, we can take a chump block with the Zac just to buy us a bit of time. Well, that's if we don't sacrifice something to kill it if we're Kagari, but I doubt we'd want to waste the ammunition on it.
Just a straight pass.
Yeah.
Build up your hand, see if you can get ready to go. But if there's another Aqua Tarasu in Kagari's hand, this could be a real problem.
Actually, and I forgot about Tross. Tross is live, it is.
Yeah, bouncing the Zac.
I think Dan might have Armat. He seems to be considering the attack trigger.
Is it worth ammitting Tross?
No, it doesn't look like it. He's decided against this, so we're probably not going to block. It is just a backup. We're probably happy to see that go.
Brave Bahamut swing onto Beatrix.
Which we have in hand.
So what else can swing now? Witch of the Fens, but I don't really think you want to tap out.
No.
Going
Realm.
in for Realm.
Now we're going to Armat.
That's a good Amit.
Yeah, we have to stop the amount of monsters here. So we have got 3 blockers technically with
Plus
3 Witch of the Fens triggers.
yeah, which I think is too much for Knights to get over.
Yeah.
You need to somehow get Ramza out with 4 Knights without a window of stopping you dulling for.
Which you cannot do.
Which I think there is. Charlotte doesn't cause a window.
No. Well, we're going Beatrix.
Beatrix does cause a window, I believe.
But I think it'll make him... Oh. Well, we're not going to hit a Laswell, though.
I think they are all gone.
Well, there's a Charlotte. Nothing. So Ramza again going to the bottom.
Steiner.
And a Lilith. I think it has to be Steiner here.
The Lilith just generates you a crystal, so
Yeah.
Steiner and Charlotte are better because...
At least we can choose one forward of 3 or less and bounce
So that
it.
Beatrix is 9k, is currently 4k bigger. The Corilla is 2k bigger.
Yeah.
Because each time one comes in, they buff by 2k.
Yeah, so...
So that one's currently 2k bigger, and then the Charlotte and Steiner are on the stack.
Yeah, you have to add those to hand. And well, you've got to tagger the Witch of the Fens. You've got to force the issue.
So they're coming in. So, and then the Corilla's 6k bigger, and Delita and Beatrix are 8k bigger.
Woof.
So, which isn't easily killing any of these now. But unfortunately, there's no Ramza.
So, currently 15k is Delita. That could force a Witch of the Fens block. Sorry, a Witch of the Fens trigger.
You just do...
You've got a Steiner bounce.
You just do
it.
Blue Worm.
Steiner bounce has got to be on Witch of the Fens.
It bounces any forward of 3 or less.
Yeah.
Are we not? Have we buffed by... We've buffed the Charlotte by 2k.
No, because that's a damage 3 trigger, isn't it?
No, from the Steiner. Oh, we buffed all forwards by 2k. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, Charlotte is improved. And loses abilities and breaks.
That's fine.
Ooh, what's happening here?
So, we are going to block.
Block with up.
That still puts on 8k, so that will take it down.
What blocked with?
The Bahamut and then a Witch of the Fens trigger.
Oh, yeah, it would go below 10k, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I think if we're down, we should have attempted to bounce the Witch of the Fens, though. The extra 2k wasn't enough to make a difference. we could have kept more critical. Well, then I suppose we wouldn't have been able still to attack through potentially, but
So Tross bounced the Steiner because it's harder to play.
yeah. Oh, Dan, no, we're going with the Beatrix.
See, I think bouncing is risky here because it gives you the ability to play the Ramza from hand.
Well, another deleter to damage.
For Salas. You just hold here. You play another. You wait another turn if you Kagri. You don't need to overextend.
And Lena, no, we are overextending.
Well, you're making more forwards. So
Yeah, and you're clearing this board
solidifying
right out.
that board. Yeah, Lena to hand, Steiner to hand, 9k power reduction on Gorilla. Or, I mean, you could arguably just leave Gorilla on field so that there's not another one that gets played.
Yeah,
I don't know how many are left, but if there are any, there's no harm in her staying there.
I think
Yeah.
this was all she wrote.
Unfortunately for Dan,
Yeah, I don't.
but very, very well played from Kagri.
Absolutely, he has put on an absolute show here. But the problem we got is even if we do a Ramza into Gorilla now,
It doesn't matter.
which of the Fens will just fire off. I think that is game. Good game.
Good game
well
there.
played by both. Kagri taking it. Unfortunately, Dan Harbon going down in top 4.
The chance of a mono water mirror match in the final is definitely up there.
Yeah, it's pretty high. Guys, we're not quite sure if the other game has ended or not, so we're not sure if we'll get an interview, but we will let you know. So bear with us, and we will be back shortly.